Now, for us to attract buyers, not viewers, we need to understand who buys from us, right? So because if you make content with your personal brand and some videos get more views than the others, but they attract less buyers than the others, then if you are optimizing for getting more clients and for more buyers, which most of you are, then you should optimize for videos that not necessarily get the most views, but get the most buyers, okay? Now, this said, most of the people watching your videos will never buy, even if you optimize for buyers. But like a higher percentage of them will. Meaning, if you make a video that gets 100,000 views, and yes, sure, you got views, but it wasn't made towards the person you want to attract and the problem that you want to solve, maybe you will convert 0.1% of that audience, right? To book a call, or to watch your VSL, or to join your community, or to become your client, whatever. And let's say you get only 30,000 views on another video. So this one was 100,000, and this one is 30,000, right? In this case, you can convert maybe 2% of the people, right? So overall, you'll still, right, have more conversions here and attract better people. And also, these other 30,000 are gonna be more like the ideal clients. And then over time, they're gonna convert as well. So simply said, you can't just optimize for everyone knowing about you and also being known as the best in your niche. Sometimes you need to peak, at least in the short term, and for it to scale to 7 figures of net profit, or if you are there, then to multi-7 figures or 8. This stage is almost never about everyone knowing who you are, right? And it's about just being the best at the specific thing that you do. And if you do that, then it's the best way to scale your business. So because of that, we want to understand why we are doing this, why we are focused on making content that converts and not just content that attracts views. Now, how can you do this? We'll have probably a separate tool for this, or like instructions in a video called Tools, right? That will be probably in the onboarding module. And once it's ready, we'll also leave it down below in the description. Right now, it's not ready. Once we do have a good software, we'll share that with you as well. But what you can do right now is you can start, first of all, asking your clients where they are coming from by creating an onboarding form, right? So let's say your clients join your programs. You can create a simple onboarding form where you ask people, what's your name? Why did you decide to join us? What's your goal? What's your problem? Where did you first find out about us? And you can find out about us. And you can, of course, have options, right? If you know that most of the time people find out about you on YouTube, on Instagram, and from word of mouth, then list these options so people can vote, right? And then you can have an other section as well. It can be Google Docs, type form, doesn't matter, any form that you can use. And you can send it to clients once they pay. And this way, once people fill it out, then later, after you can look at the data, if you don't have it already, you can already know which platforms people are coming from. If you're using Skool, right, you have a free Skool community or a paid community, and people join that directly, Skool automatically shows this data as well. The next thing that is more important is if you meet with clients, so if you do an onboarding call, or your team does, or you meet with them one-on-one or in a group call, whenever you talk to your clients in the DMs or like face-to-face or in the community or whatever, I'm a big fan of asking them what kind of content they consumed that made them to join. So sometimes you might be making like long free courses and you're posting it on YouTube, but you also make like daily vlogs, right? For example, and you just document your journey of like how you're actually like walking the talk, right? How you are like, basically you document your journey of getting better at the skill that you teach. And you also make long tactical free courses, for example. And then maybe you notice that 80% of the clients, once you ask them, say that they watched the free course and that's why they joined. Now that's a signal, right? That if you make more videos like this, then you're gonna attract more buyers than viewers. Although this one is getting more views. But if you just look at the dashboard on your social media account, you won't see that. So asking the clients, talking to them, having that first party data when you talk to someone face to face is unbeatable. Because you can always ask people and they say, oh, I don't remember. But okay, let's say, did you first find out about me on Instagram or on LinkedIn and then watch YouTube or YouTube? Okay, can you like share your screen please and go to YouTube so I can see, like, you know, YouTube shows me that red thing of how much videos people watched or which ones they have watched. So you can see which videos on your channel they have watched. And if you do this continuously, right, it's a routine, then you're gonna get so much more clarity on what is actually attracting the buyers. And then you can double down on these content formats, ideas, platforms, etc., etc. So that's about how you can do this. And another thing, technical tip, and then we'll get into the vision document, that you can use is you can track. Again, we'll have a separate video about this later, but now what you can do is you can use any like link shorteners. Go to research, find a good one. Don't find the one that doesn't work, right? You know, link shorteners, you can Google link shortener when like you put a long link, and you can create a lot of short variations of it. So what is the point of this? Is that you can actually track which content of yours sends the most clicks to whatever you are promoting. So let's say that you make YouTube videos, and from your YouTube videos, you promote people to the VSL. Okay, you can use specific link shorteners, and every single new YouTube video, you'll create a new link, which takes 10 seconds, that leads to the same, right, VSL, but now you'll be able to actually track and see from which videos people are clicking the most to the VSL. You can also do this on the website if you know how to do it with UTM parameters, etc. But this is one of the simplest way to go about it. Or if you are promoting, again, let's say like people immediately buy something from the description, then you redirect people there, but with different links. So this way, at the end of every month, you can say, okay, what content did I make on all platforms, and which ones, right, sent the most people to my product. And not always the ones that sent the most people also got the most conversions, but usually they do. And when you do this, you can notice that sometimes your content that was getting 2-3 times less views on average is getting you 2-3 times more clicks to your product, but you wouldn't know that. So usually it's good to do all of these things, to have both quantitative and qualitative data, so you can track it, but you can also talk to clients, to real humans, because they'll more accurately also describe how they find out about you, what content they liked, why they joined, etc. But if you do all of these things, that it gives you a pretty good idea of where people are coming from. Now, a lot of these trainings are available for free with all of the templates, AI tools, private feedback for you to be able to implement in your business. And guess what? It's absolutely free. So if you're interested, the link will be down below in the description and you can apply to join there.